Hello, hello, hello. This is Sherry Jones, your Speak Life coach, and welcome to hashtag Speak Life Tuesday. I just come on Tuesdays to share a quick word of encouragement with you. I am a certified Christian life coach, author, podcast host of Sherry Speaks Life podcast, and ministry leader of Glory Carriers Women's Network, a community for Christian women on Facebook. But at the heart of it all, I am an encourager, and I love to come on and share words of encouragement with you. And so today we are talking about speaking life and preparing to launch. Now, first of all, let me share with you what speaking life is. For me, speaking life is taking your negative words and thoughts and transforming them into positive ones rooted in the Word of God. I am a believer in Jesus Christ, and so I do share that message. But I believe what I share is a universal message that can encourage anyone, no matter what your faith is. So, we are talking about speaking life and preparing to launch. I heard this powerful word about launching, that it is our time to launch from Samantha Simmons Gaither of the Growth Experience, and then also Reverend Diane of God Connections Encouragement Ministry. Both of these women of God shared messages about launch, but it started with Samantha in the Growth Experience on Sunday. We were having the Sunday setup, and the Lord put that on her heart to talk about launching. And so, what is launching? Launching is jump starting, preparing, going out there, putting yourself out there, starting that business, writing that book, starting that nonprofit, going back to school, doing the thing that you know you have been called and destined to do. But it can be scary. It can be out of our comfort zone, and we can worry and we can procrastinate and we can doubt and we can do all kinds of things to stop us from launching. Sometimes we'll say, well, it's not the right time. The weather's not right. Because, when they are preparing to launch the space shuttle, the weather has to be right. They can't be, too cloudy and all those types of things. And so sometimes we'll say, well, the weather's not right. I can't do it. It's not the right time. It's not the right season. But what we have to remember is that God will share with us when it is the right time for us to launch. So we don't have to worry about the weather. We don't have to worry if the conditions don't seem exactly right because He will make sure that it works out for us. He will make sure if we are listening, okay, and we are being led and guided by Him, then He will tell you what to do. It may be that just because it's a little cloudy doesn't mean you can't get started. It might not be the time to actually go out there, but if you want to go back to school, you can still research classes and research schools while it's a little cloudy. It doesn't seem like the right time to get started with classes, but you can get started with figuring out where you're going to go. And once you research that schools, then you have to go through the process of applying and doing the interviews or whatever is required, taking any testing. So it's all a process. So don't let the conditions stop you from starting the process. And then when it is the right time, when God gives you the green light, go out there and launch. But you don't have to procrastinate on starting the process. And while you're doing that, you have to speak life to yourself. You have to remind yourself that this is what I am called to do. This is what I am destined to do, and I am going to do it. And lean in and depend on God to show you the way. And speak that positivity over yourself that you can do it. Whatever it is, starting that business, writing that book, you already have everything inside of you that you need to do it. You just have to do it. Like Nike says, just do it. Okay? So you just have to get out there and do it. You have to start the process to launch. And it is time. As Samantha said, it is launch time. As Reverend Diane said, don't let anything hinder you, your age or lack of education or whatever excuses you have as to why you can't launch. Don't let those things hinder you. Go ahead and launch and speak life to yourself through that entire process. Sometimes we have to encourage ourselves because sometimes other people may not see your vision. Other people may look at you and think you're crazy, but you have to keep going and you must encourage yourself. Keep pressing on. If you know this is something that you are led to do, if you know that God is leading you and guiding you and pushing you to do it, don't delay. Get started. Prepare to launch. I hope that you enjoyed this blessed um, conversation today about speaking life and preparing to launch. Please connect with Samantha Simmons Gaither at the Growth Experience community on Facebook and also Reverend Diane Johnson at God Connections um, Encouragement Ministry. You want to connect with these women of God. So make sure that you search for those groups God Connections Encouragement Ministry and the Growth Experience here on Facebook and connect with these ladies because they are such an encouragement to me. And that helps me to come on and to be an encouragement to you. Make sure that you connect with me if you're not already following me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Sherry Speaks Life. Go to sherryspeakslife.com, learn about my coaching program, Speak Up, Step Up, and Show Up, where I help women to walk out their God given assignment. We break through those negative mindsets. We break through those things that are hindering you from fulfilling your assignment. And I help you to create that action plan and take action, launch, right? And do the thing that God is calling you to do. You can learn about my books. You can listen to Sherry Speaks Life podcast, all of the things at sherryspeakslife.com. Also, I broadcast live on Facebook and YouTube for the podcast at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays. So I'd love for you to join me live for the podcast as well. But you all take care. You all be blessed. I love you so much with the love of the Lord. And remember that it's time to launch. Get on out there and do it. And as I always tell you all, you must always, not just when you feel like it, not just when the time is right, but you must always speak life. Love y'all. Take care. And see you next Tuesday for another hashtag